Welcome to Lost Media News. I am Lava Canyon and I will be covering 6 pieces of lost media and 1 piece of found media. Felix the Cat Style Guide Artwork. Felix the Cat had a webpage made to provide affiliates with archived and current Felix the Cat artwork. The page, however, was password protected, only available for authorized license holders. It has since been taken offline and most of the artwork it contained is unknown. An artist who made some artwork for the style guide posted some soccer-themed artwork he made on his blog. Google Lively. Google Lively was an online 3D virtual world made in 2008 similar to games like Second Life. It would allow players to create their own avatars to interact with others, as well as customize and feature YouTube videos in their own 3D profile space. It could also be embedded into blogs, Facebook pages, and MySpace profiles. This online game lasted 5 months before becoming discontinued. Google Lively cannot be played anymore, and none of the web assets have ever been archived.
Welcome to TinkerNut.com's videocast. Please submit any requests or comments to TinkerNut.com. In this video I'm going to show you how you can create avatars and rooms for Google's new take on Second Life. So there's different interactivity for different objects. You can just kind of mess around with that. But it's a pretty cool little program, so just mess around, see how you like it. And that's it for this tutorial. For more, go to TinkerNut.com.
The Video Game Ref. The Video Game Ref is an old Let's Play YouTube channel created by Chad Tronic during 2013, before the main channel he has now. It was deleted and not too much is known about it. None of the videos on his channel can be watched, but a theme song for the show was made and archived by the composer. In a Q&A, Chad Tronic mentioned that he considers his Video Game Ref videos to be absolutely terrible, so he most likely won't re-release them himself anytime soon. He may not even have kept them.
So you want to buy some games, but they all just seem the same. Boring, dull, or really lame. Well, you need a guy to make a call. You're completely out of cash, tired of playing only Flash. Can't just treasure from the
Mamita Abbott's Teddy's ABCs. Mamita Abbott's is a Estonian kids television show that aired on ETV from 1973 to 1979. The show is about a bear couple who teach their stuffed teddy bear child, named Teddy, the alphabet. When the series started, it was in black and white, but changed to colors in the late 1976. Most of the color episodes from 1976 to 1979 are available in the ETV archive. However, there was a season of 7 episodes that featured Teddy in primary school, which was unarchived and lost. The black and white episodes from 1973 to 1976 are completely lost. The show was popular in Estonia. The show even had a reboot in 1998 and a stage play in 2016. So the missing black and white episodes are sought after. Little Lulu anime. Little Lulu is a character originally starring in her own comics during the 30s and 40s, and had a series of cartoons shorts during the 40s and 60s. These cartoons are not lost. However, there was a Japanese cartoon series made in 1976 that was not fully archived. This show had a few dubs, including English and Spanish. The Spanish dub episodes is available in full. and footage for the intro of both the Japanese and English are available, but the rest is currently lost. Here is a piece of lost media that has had a search starting last year but is growing fast. It is the Canadian Treehouse show, My Special Book. There are a few lost Treehouse shows, but this one is by far the most elusive, as the only picture that exists of it online is this. No footage. However, many information has been dug up during the search. For example, they got most of the names of the people who worked on the show, and that it had 90 episodes, and that they were 5-minute shorts rather than 30-minute regular shows. The show starts with a sleeping child with a book behind revealing the world in which the show takes place. My Special Book is hosted by a character named Book Girl and would be surrounded by talking inanimate objects with faces. Book Girl would say, it's story time, I'm so glad it's story time," and then tell a story. After the story ended, Book Girl would then close the book she was in, ending the episode. Based on the information gathered, it's assumed that the show started airing on YTV Junior from 1998 to 2000, and then Treehouse from 2001 to 2006. Some pieces of media were found this month. One of these is a large set of Felix the Cat episodes from the 50s series. 39 Spanish episodes were found from a bootleg Mexican DVD and uploaded by Caraca Sponge. Most of the English episodes are still lost, and there are still a few that are completely lost. The unidentified section of the Lost Media Wiki forums is a place for users to post media that they remember but can't confirm the existence of. Here is the most interesting one from this month. Another animation I remember but can't find. It's been a while since I posted on here again, but I have another animated movie I remember seeing when I was a little kid, but I still can't find the title to. This one I have more details to, and with these details it should be an easy find, but it's not. Probably the craziest part of this animation is that it was published by Walt Disney and distributed by Buena Vista, though they most likely had no hand in its creation, just its possible dubbing and distribution. I combed through the wiki page that listed films distributed but not created by Disney, and I couldn't find anything. It was mostly just ABC made for TV movies. The reason I remember it had anything to do with the Disney was because of this logo here. I remember seeing that logo on a lot of old educational films that had something to do with Disney that I watched in class. The animated movie I remember seeing had this logo in its VHS, so there is a chance it was published between the years 1976 and 1986. I remember watching the VHS through in 1993 on a whim. At that time I was living in a town called Poulsbo, Washington, and my mom and sister and I were at a local library checking out books and occasionally a VHS. Most of the VHS movies there were either educational titles or obscure cartoon movies that felt like Disney ripoffs. I honest to God can't remember the title of this movie though. only that it has 3-letter acronym. I think the movie was an animated feature produced in an African country, but what caught my attention was the Disney logo, and in my young mind, Disney and animation meant it was worth watching. Thinking back on the movie though, it ends up coming off as a bit of a fever dream. I'm not even sure where to begin to describe this movie. The animation itself was very abstract with no consistency. The story was that of an anthology series of short animations about different things. It had a framing device though. 3 gods are looking over Earth and commenting on it. I think about themes of war and poverty. I'm honestly not sure though. After comments from them, a short film in another style starts. Again, I can't remember much. 2 that do stick in my mind though, was this race involving 2 flowers, one smiling and one looking evil. The race starts underground, and then when they reach the top they bloom. Another more disturbing scene was these clips of children being kidnapped. One involved a little baby literally being snatched up in the talons of an eagle or falcon. In the end, my sister and I never finished watching the movie. I think my mom was also slightly disturbed by the imagery, and we quickly returned the movie to the library. Every now and then I think about it. Playing Undertale and seeing Flowey the Flower continues to spark those memories about the movie. I want to call the public library in Paulsbau, but this thing was from 25 years ago. I feel too nervous to even see if they even still have a VHS checkout section. I'm just curious if anyone else has ever heard of this movie, or possibly seen it. This post was made by the forum member Avian Bird. On the Discord, Avian added 3 illustrations. Avian also mentioned that the child in the hawk scene seemed to be rotoscoped. There is so much information on this film, yet nothing like it seems to exist. Some of this information could be false. Can never be 100% sure, but there must be something out there that matches it to some degree. Do you recognize this film? The original post can be found in the description. If you're aching for another Lost Media video, the channel Sriracha has a 50-minute long Lost Media narration and commentary of articles from the Lost Media archive, Ricky.